This is data breach in 10 minutes. What is a data breach? Breach of security leading to the accidental or unlawful destruction, loss, alteration, unauthorized disclosure of, or access to sensitive, protected, or confidential personal data to an unauthorized person, and can be the result of both accidental and deliberate causes. Data breaches can be quite costly to organizations. Hackers may use various attack vectors to gather information from a network or an individual. For example, phishing. Breaches caused by phishing are a majority security issue, and if cyber criminals get hold of this personal information, they can use it for malice. Secondly, brute force attacks. Hackers might enlist software tools to work through all the possibilities for your password until they guess correctly. These attacks take some time but have become rapid as computer speeds continue to improve. Hackers even hijack other devices like yours via malware infections to speed up the process. And lastly, weak credentials. If malicious criminals have your username and password combination, they have an open door into your network. Cyber criminals can use brute force attacks to gain entrance to personal information. Lastly, the research. The attacker, having picked a target, looks for weaknesses to exploit, employee systems, or the network. This entails long hours of research on the attacker's part and may involve stalking employees' social media profiles to find what sort of infrastructure the company has. The attack phase. Having scoped a target's weakness, the attacker uses initial contact either through a network-based or social attack. In a network-based attack, the attacker exploits weaknesses in the target's infrastructure to instigate a breach. These weaknesses may include, but are not limited to, SQL injection, vulnerability exploitation, and session hijacking. In a social attack, the attacker uses social engineering tactics like using maliciously tailor-made emails sent to an employee. The email can either fish for information and fool the reader into supplying personal data to the sender. And lastly, the exfiltrate phase. Once inside the network, the attacker is free to extract data from the company's network. This may be used for either blackmail or cyber propaganda. The information an attacker collects can also be used to execute more damaging attacks on the target's infrastructure. In the first phase, detect the data breach. Investigate whether or not the breach was a result of human error or a systematic issue and see how recurrence can be prevented. Check to see potential attacks. Secondly, take urgent incident response actions and record the date and time of detection as well as all information known about the incident at the moment. The person who discovered a breach report to the organization. Access to the breach information should also be restricted to stop the further spread of leaked data. Launch an investigation to find the root cause of the data breach. Number 3. Gather evidence. Make sure to gather data from all your security tools, servers, and network devices and to collect information from your employees during interviews. Number 4. Analyze the data breach. Was any suspicious traffic detected? Did the attacker have privileged access to data? How long has the data been compromised? Containment measures. Isolate compromised computers and servers and prevent the destruction of evidence that can help investigate the incident. Conduct a comprehensive data breach containment operation and preserve all evidence, being careful you don't destroy it. Decide whether to destroy operations or to prosecute. Eradication measures. Disable all accounts that leak information. Clean up the affected system and patch exploited vulnerabilities. Identify vulnerabilities and address threats regularly. Perform security audits and make sure all the systems connected to your company are accounted for. Recovery measures. Keep all backup and logs would help in the recovery of business data and operations at this stage. Having a hot, warm, cold site at the standby would provide for a quick recovery of essential operations. Number 6. Notify related parties. Timely notification is a very important data breach investigation procedure as it will enable individuals to take measures to protect lost data, such as changing passwords, or at least be careful in case scammers take advantage of data breaches. Many data breaches attacks have occurred from 2005 to now, and possibly even more in the future. One such example is the Epic data breach which occurred in 2021 and exposed a wide range of information. Epic is known for providing services to websites that host far-right neo-Nazi and other extremist content. The breach is described as the Panama Papers of Hate Group. Epic was subsequently criticized for lax data security practices, in particular failing to properly encrypt sensitive customer data. More can be found at this link. Another low-level attack is the installation of harmful software through external means. Here is an example which is made to simulate the situation. A person that uses the website stores the information in the website. He uses a password to access the website's database. However, one day, a malicious black hat decided to attack the user. The hacker uses malware to the user as a form of downloadable message. When the user downloads a message, a malicious code is run and allows for backdoor access by the hacker. The hacker has conducted a data breach and can access info from the database. On top of that, the hacker has deleted the information from the user. The user is now a victim and cannot access information. So to avoid being a victim, only download from trusted sources and double check before downloading. This is a brief overview of data breaches. Hope that you have learned something valuable.